This is Valley News Live at noon.
We begin with breaking news and new information on a body found in Wahpeton. Now, police are saying that the case is being called a death investigation, and what we know at this time is that police were called to a private residence for a report of physical assault. Now, a man and woman both were found to have serious injuries and had to be sent to a hospital in Breckenridge. The man died at the hospital from his injuries, while the woman was later life-flighted to a Fargo hospital with serious but non-life-threatening injuries. Now, an update condition on the woman is not available at this time, and no other information is being released about the cause of death or the person who died. And more breaking news as a car is flipped over on its roof at University and 2nd Avenue South in Fargo. Take a look at this picture. According to Fargo police, a driver was going west on 2nd Avenue North and entered the intersection of University Drive without stopping, and that's when this Jeep Grand Cherokee traveling southbound collided with it, causing it to roll onto the roof. Now, both vehicles had to be towed, and both drivers of the vehicle sustained minor injuries. A 58-year-old man was cited for failure to obey stop signs and no proof of liability insurance. And out of Moorhead, police are investigating a reported break-in at a Southside Casey's gas station on 30th Avenue. Around 2 this morning, alarms went off at the Casey's and police surrounded the building searching for a suspect. No other information is available at this time, but stay with Valley News Live as we follow this developing story. Well, let's check in now with meteorologist Lisa Green on our Black Friday forecast. Good morning, Lisa.
Good morning, or afternoon. You can see that we've got things bustling at the home of Economy Skycam there, and it's bustling at the airports around the country too. Here's a look at our current conditions. In Fargo, it's looking really good weather-wise. We've got sunny skies with some clouds passing over now here this afternoon, and mild conditions. We'll see wind pick up a little bit, but it shouldn't impact your flights. A temperature of about 34 degrees right now in Fargo. Connecting airports, we are warming up in Orlando. Doesn't 83 look nice? Man, it'd be nice to hop on that flight. But we do have some concerns in one spot. Dallas right now just reporting some cloud cover, 55 degrees there. But we will likely see some impacts to airport travel in that area coming up here. Otherwise, you can see no delays or major delays being reported. And here's why. You can see we've got this storm system just to the west of Dallas and the Frisco area here. And this is producing snow in those upper elevations back over into New Mexico and parts of West Texas. This is going to be moving northeast over the weekend, so it's going to be hitting Dallas shortly. Here in the valley, we just have some clouds drifting through, and a lot of them are just those high, thin clouds that aren't doing too much to filter out that sun, but a little bit. And you can see that in Grand Forks at home of Economy. We're looking at temperatures in the 30s to even 40s already. It's 34 in Grand Forks and in Fargo right now, so working our way above freezing. And our afternoon planner, you can see 30s to the north, 40s to the south. Check out Sisseton, maybe 50 for those folks in the very southern end of the valley. So we're going to talk about how long this milder weather will last and how the weekend is shaping up. Big holiday weekend travel still going on. Details to come.
Yeah, definitely a lot to go over. Lisa, thank you so much. Well, Fargo police say that they're still looking for the driver of the car that led police on a chase Wednesday afternoon. The car ended up crashing near Hobby Lobby after the pursuit by Fargo and West Fargo. Now, police say they're working to confirm the identity of the driver and locate the individual. They say the passenger was detained on the scene and has been referred to juvenile court for preventing arrest. And while many of us have a fridge full of leftovers that we can't wait to sink our teeth into, experts say don't forget about food safety. Naomi Ruckham has more.
On the day after Thanksgiving, many of us look forward to digging into our favorite holiday foods again.
I love leftovers.
But USDA food safety expert Meredith Carruthers says it's critical to handle them properly. That starts with getting prepared food back into the fridge within 2 hours.
And then the next day, when you actually go to warm up your leftovers, reheating them to a safe internal temperature of 165 degrees. That reheating process will help kill any bacteria that might be remaining and make sure that they're safe to eat.
Leftovers should always be kept in a sealed storage container or in packaging that's airtight to keep freshness in and bacteria out. You want to make sure the leftovers in the refrigerator are eaten within 4 days. They can last in the freezer for 3 to 4 months.
I personally love Thanksgiving leftovers a few months later. Once, you kind of started missing Thanksgiving, you can pop them into the, refrigerator to thaw and then reheat those, and they're great.
The oven or microwave are both options for reheating. Just make sure to check the temperature of your favorite leftover dish in a few places to ensure the entire food reached the safe temperature of 165 degrees. And enjoy. Naomi Ruckham, CBS News, New York.
Now, it's best to break any large leftovers into shallow containers to go into the fridge or freezer. Well, the World Health Organization and the CDC warned the measles could be on the verge of a comeback, and now there's even more reason to eat your fruits and vegetables. Skylar Henry has that and more.
The World Health Organization and the CDC say nearly 40 million children missed a measles vaccine dose last year. That's a record number. Measles immunization has dropped significantly since the coronavirus pandemic began. Officials say in 2021 there were some 9 million cases of measles and about 128,000 deaths around the world. A new study is raising questions about how accurately so-called good cholesterol, or HDL, helps predict heart disease. The research, supported by the National Institutes of Health, found that low levels of HDL cholesterol predicted an increased risk of heart attacks or related deaths for white adults, but it showed the same was not true for black adults. The researchers also found that higher HDL levels were not associated with reduced coronary disease risk for either group. And people who eat or drink more foods with an antioxidant called flavanols might have a slower rate of memory decline. That's according to a study in the online issue of Neurology. The research involving seniors who do not have dementia indicates eating more fruits and vegetables and drinking more tea might help maintain a healthy brain. That's a look at some of the day's top health stories. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Washington.
Skylar, thank you. Well, coming up at noon, employees at one McDonald's restaurant serve up more than just fast food. But if you're getting ready to head out for some Black Friday shopping, what's the weather going to be like? Well, meteorologist Lisa Green will let us know.